you read them stories, it takes a lot out of you. That's why I say I'm never gonna be skinny, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm a bitch that got some that love to eat, so I'm gonna eat. It's a beautiful sunny morning, but your mind is a cloudy haze as you struggle to make sense of what Christine said the other day. Sadie begged Valerie for years to organize a neighborhood car wash, but Valerie shut her down every time. Something about it showing Sadie's roots. Sadie's platinum blonde dye job is as manufactured as she is, but she's not fooling anyone. So what sort of roots? Old Christine mean? Oh, I thought it said old Christine. See, it's looking a little bit blurry on my screen, but it's not. I don't know what's going on. Can I be excused? Yvette's grumpy voice pulls you from your thoughts straight to Tyler's living room, where you're having breakfast with him and his daughter. Coffee isn't my thing. Can I go, please? Teenagers sure can be moody. Here I thought we made progress at the fair. Fine, but at least eat a piece of fruit. Waffles alone aren't a balanced breakfast. You are right about that. No, not just some fruit. Like, we got to get some vegetables at this point. Like, we always see the fruits and and carbs and stuff on the plate. Like, I need some more greens. Put them more greens on that shit. Put some more. Like, if you. I don't want to see just carbs and bread on a plate. If I don't see like half of it being vegetables on that side, I don't want it. Yvette shoots a suspicious look your way, then grabs an orange from the kitchen counter and heads out. You wait until the front door is shut. Excuse me. Yvette still hates me. She doesn't hate you. She's just getting used to you. Give her time. Understandable. And she did sit down with us for breakfast and ate all the waffles she made. Isn't that a step in the right direction? Yeah, if she actually said 2 words to me that entire time. Tyler takes your hand, giving a reassuring squeeze as his thumb brushes a soothing pattern over your skin. Anyway, we're not going to solve the Yvette dilemma today, but maybe you can help me solve something else. About Sadie. Do you know what her past was like? Why was Valerie so judgmental about her? Well, Valerie was a born and bred upstreeter. Sadie only moved upstreet. Yeah, only moved. Oh, Sadie only moved upstreet after marrying her late husband. Excuse me. Seriously? Then where is she from? No clue. I never cared to find out. Understandable. I don't care to find out either, but here we are. Because she kept on being in my business, so it's like we two to tango at this point. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying I ain't know. Bitch, I'm human at the end of the day. If you want a bit petty, we can get petty too. It's not even about tit for tat at this point. You chew on the intel a moment, Tyler's thumb still rubbing yours. Then a new theory hits and you leap up to your feet. Do you think the roots Valerie was referring to could be Sadie's downstreet roots? Sadie, a downstreeter? That's a bit much to wrap my head around. Think about it. Valerie treated Sadie like she didn't really belong. And you said she only moved Us Street because of her rich ex-husband. You pace into the kitchen and sit down at the table. The remnants of breakfast still spread out. Tyler takes the seat across from you. I need to go find Andy. I need to go find Sadie and test my theory. As chummy as the two of you are, I don't think she'll ever confess something like that to you. That's why I'll be using an alternative tactic. I'll be subtle, stealthy, you know, like a legit detective. Your train of thought shatters as Tyler's fingertips tickle your thigh under the table. Oh! I'm like, wow. I didn't invite you to breakfast to talk about Sadie. I invited you because I wanted to spend time with you. Tyler's gaze is sultry and inviting as his finger creeps up your thigh. Oh. Squeeze his hand between my thighs. Oh! He squeezed your thighs together, trapping his hand between them. Where do you think you're going? Somewhere we'll both enjoy. And here I thought you invited me over for breakfast. Oh, I just fixing my sound. I did, but now that the two of us are alone. At the growl in his voice, he let his hand go. And in the next moment, his fingers teasingly swipe in between your legs, making you stiffen. I have a hunch you're far more delicious than what's on my plate. I give him a feast. I mean, I would do so, but I gotta focus on the Sadie issue. We can always sit here and he could always get some after dark. Your offer is tempting, but I need to focus on this Sadie lead. You prop your chin in your palm, head turned toward the kitchen window as you mull things over. How do I go about striking up this particular conversation with Sadie? The garbage truck drives past, reaching and clunking as it maneuvers into the alley where downstreeters leave their bins on garbage day. Divine providence comes in the form of the garbage truck. What do you mean? You know, we call that slice of alley Trash Alley here on Downstreet, but the upstreeters have no clue. Their bins are picked up curbside. So if you wanted to check your Sadie was a downstreeter hunch, I could see if she knows about Trash Alley. You're a genius. Give Tyler a kiss. You grab his face and pull in for an exuberant kiss that feels so easy and right. Remind me to be more smart more often. Sorry, but I have to leave breakfast cleanup to you. I have places to be. Headed to test my theory? You know it. Better strike while the iris is hot. Yeah, don't let it get cold, cause I kept your dinner hot, hot, hot. It's 3 in the morning, yeah. You make your way up street with confidence, reaching Sadie's house just in time to witness her bossing around her gardener. What do I even pay you for? The shrubs are dying. The roses are wilting. She spots you coming and quickly changes her tone. I'm sure you're having looking gorgeous by the end of the day. Of course, Mrs. Hopschmitz. SADIE. Them cupcakes so good. I'm over here sitting here and not seeing the words right. Sadie saunters over to you, pure loathing burning out of every line of her signature smirk. Alex, I'm so glad you're trekked all the way here for a visit. I've been wanting to congratulate you on your successful car wash. Oh, Sadie. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You are so gracious in your defeat. I appreciate it. She lets out a bright laugh of hatred that only makes you enjoy yourself more. So what brings you by, neighbor? I found something I think may be yours this morning. I was just bringing my bins to... Oh, what's it called again? My neighbors have told me, but I keep forgetting where we put our bins, and the garbage truck has a hard time backing into... Yes, trash alley. So what did you find? Oh, just your dignity. Your downfall. Your pride. Your coochie all coochie busted out on that old man's desk. Talking about he's so big. While sitting here catching you, seeing effing the poor boy too. Talking about, then try to keep this on a leash. Girl, go somewhere they missed. Did you come all this way to speak in code? Sorry, Sadie, can't talk any longer. Ta-ta now. You waggle your fingers, then turn and stride away, stifling your laugh at the final look of outrage you see on Sadie's face. Halfway down the street, the cogs in your head start turning again. I have a solid clue that Sadie may have been a downstreeter, and telling the residents of Vermilion Lane will ruin her credibility. But they won't take my word for it, and Sadie will just deny. Excuse me. I need to find concrete proof. Just then, you spot Tyler at the curb, chatting with an elderly woman he seems familiar with. Spotting you, Tyler waves you over. Alex, I want to introduce you to Miss Clifton. Alex, what a wonderful name. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. How do you know Tyler? Do I know you, sweetheart? Tyler leans in and whispers in your ear. I was just saying pleasure to meet you. I don't think that counts for like... Okay. Mrs. Clifton sometimes wanders away from the senior care home nearby. I mean, look, it's understandable because I be hearing what they be doing. Some of these people are crazy. Some of these people are crazy. When it like, why can't we just have regular people? There's always gonna be bad people wherever we go at this point, but there's gonna be some sprinkle of goodness somewhere. But I'm just trying to say, like, if a senior retirement home cannot be a safe place for seniors, and y'all seeing doing all that mess to them, y'all nasty. Somebody need to go to jail for that. You know, some of these people would be putting their loved ones in the senior home and don't even come see them. Never. So it's understandable why she will walk out. I was just about to walk Mrs. Clifton back home. But this is my home. Mrs. Clifton points to the house next to yours. He flashes a sympathetic smile Tyler's way. Tyler's this way. See, this. I was hungry though. Like, goddamn, can I fucking goddamn eat and not slur my words? Why don't I join you on your walk? Oh yes, darling. That would be lovely. You slip your arm under Tyler's, and as he offers his other arm to Mrs. Clifton, he smiles warmly at you. Shall we? The three of you set off at a slow pace, Tyler gently steering Mrs. Clifton and making sure she's comfortable with the speed. What a sweetheart. He's so gentle with her. That's when you notice that Mrs. Clifton's attention isn't on the arm you have looped through Tyler's. I see I'm not the only looker in your life, Tyler. Is this young man your sweetheart? Good question, Alex. Well, that's yet to be determined. I am pretty sweet on Tyler. I'll probably give him some spice too. But still sweet. That's yet to be determined. He flashed a hopeful look at Tyler. I changed the words. Feeling the flutter of his warm gaze finds yours. Mrs. Clifton looks up at him. You need to get on that before he gets away. Believe me, Mrs. Clifton, I'm working on it. The staff greets Tyler warmly as you reach the nursing home and guide Mrs. Clifton to her room, where Tyler helps her into a sofa. Here we are. Home sweet home. Just in time for Till. Ricky, could you brew a kettle for me and my guest? Excuse me. Sure thing, Mrs. Clifton. The nurse passes by, waves his agreement, and Mrs. Clifton motions for you and Tyler to take a seat. That's very kind of you, Mrs. Clifton. Oh, are these photos of you from your childhood? Oh, yes. That was me when I was just 16 years old. Okay, she was a stunt. Not like that. She was stunting. And she said... Please do not sit here and try to do that shit with me. All I'm saying is like, okay, like, oh my gosh, she was 16. Like, oh yeah, she was standing on them bitches. Don't be doing that shit with me over here. You pick up the frame in question, noting a much younger Mrs. Clifton standing in front of a house with a street sign off to the side. Mrs. Clifton, you lived on Vermilion Lane? I still do, dear. Right in between the Higgins and Hernandez households. The Higginses had the sweetest little daughter who loved to pick flowers in my garden. Precious little SADIE-ANNE. Oh, she even got Sadie. She got an Ann. SADIE-ANNE? She was real south. Okay. I don't mind. I come from the South. You should be able to respect that you come from the South. Because, bitch, we do it big over here. Bitch, you just mad we do it big over here. Y'all try to see and steal from the South and try to make it your own. And I know who I'm talking about. And they got a problem with it. you gonna get it too. Oh, that's all that matters. Anyway. Are you sure that was her name? As sure as I know my own. Do you know her? Know her? She's trying to ruin my life. Well, I'm not surprised. She didn't stay sweet for very long. Mrs. Clifton grabs a photo album out of her drawer, the spine cracking as she opens it on her lap. What secrets are in here? I was shocked when she started dating old Mr. Hoshmish from upstreet. She went from church girl to yeah. She went from church girl to hussy in 2 seconds flat. I'm just hearing, drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty. She not even a church girl. She don't even go to church. If we talking about actual church girls, I can still drop it like a thotty if I need to, and still see him be able to worship the Lord. Here's somebody in the background. No, you can't, bitch. Bitch, I know what I do with my coochie and I do with my penis and my dick. In my mouth. I can't say for everybody else. If you want to judge me because I sit here and be choosy, bitch, I'm going to be choosy all damn day. Weirdos. You recognize Mr. Hoshmish from the photos you saw in Sadie's house, but the young woman under his wrinkled arm is hardly recognizable. Is that Valerie? Probably. What? Is that Sadie? She definitely wasn't a blonde, that's for sure. They got married and honeymooned in Thailand. When they came back, why, SADIE-ANNE was unrecognizable with their brand new face into those enormous tatas. No judgment about surgery. So much if you want to get surgery, no judgment. Here's your tea, Mrs. Clifton. Thank you, darling. Right over here. As the nurse lays out teacups, you and Tyler look at each other with mirror stunned expressions. You were right. Sadie was a downstreeter. Everything Christine said after my car wash makes sense. Valerie was holding Sadie's downstreet roots over her head. Valerie knew the truth the whole time. But was she the only one who knew? Talk about a motive for murder. Sadie didn't just want the Aisha Wade presidency, she wanted to keep Valerie quiet about her humble beginnings. Quit gossiping, you two. It's time for tea. But this the greatest time to gossip when it's tea and crumpets, tea and cupcakes, tea and cupcakes, tea and cupcakes. Bitch, this is a good tea party for sure. I'm sipping and eating. You and Tyler turn back to Mrs. Clifton, politely taking your teacups. You take your sip as you guide your thoughts. Mrs. Clifton, I'm curious. Are you familiar with Valerie Wright? Oh, yes. That dreadful woman. She was a real witch. And don't get me started on her stuffy foghorn of a husband. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I love the elderly men. They don't even keep the tongue on hush. I love it. I love it. That's why I love it. I love it. That's how my granny was. She tell how it is at this point. Don't be seeing lying. Don't be sitting here lying. You better say what's on your mind. Speak up. Damn, Mrs. Clifton. Go off. Go off. What did they do to you? Off where, darling? Oh yeah, she kind of I can't say it. Oh no, it's just a never mind. Yeah, she not that hip. Look, at this point the elderly is still gonna be hip if we're gonna be hip, right? I know I will be. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I'll still be on trend. I remember when they started that phony campaign to beautify the street. By street, they mean down street, of course. They try to pay us downstreeters to move away so they can tear down our homes and rebuild. That made my blood just boil, it did. Sounds like times haven't changed much. Certainly not. All it is just a different face. A different face with the same agenda. And I don't respect it. Weird hoe. Grab that VH tape from the cabinet and play it on TV, dear. She directs Tyler to her television set. Tyler removes the VHS from his sleeve and pops it into a slot. A grainy video starts playing. Nothing about this beautification campaign is fair. Who cares what the street looks like if I'm going to lose my home? And the money Valerie is offering won't come close to covering the down payment on a new one. Then SADIE-ANNE Higgins appears, shouldering her way in front of the other neighbors and addressing the news camera. Personally, I don't see what the big deal is. They can all go find someplace else to live. It's just a house. Her voice may be different, but that voice is SADIE, all right. That personality still hasn't changed. She obviously already knew she was moving upstreet thanks to Mr. Hotchmitch. Suddenly you feel a jolt of surprise as a familiar face appears on screen. That's my Aunt Bella! This plan only shows how self-centered and out of touch with reality Valerie and her husband are. I will not let them get away with this. Not if it's the last thing I do. Damn up, Bella. There's no way she wasn't on Valerie's hit list. Now I wish I'd known better. Shit. It's like even I said I can't. I'm like my Aunt Bella. Shit. Paying respects to the ancestors, bitch. There's no way she wasn't on Valerie's hit list. But Aunt Bella did die naturally of old age, right? In the end, your aunt was the only one who refused to move. Besides me, of course. Her home stayed while the others got rebuilt. This is why Valerie had it out for my house from the second I moved here. And now SADIE must be trying to make herself look better than Valerie by posthumously doing what Valerie couldn't, tearing down my house. As Mrs. Clifton begins to rant about some of the other neighbors in the video, you look at Tyler with an expression of determination. I finally had the proof I need. SADIE was a downstreeter looking to settle a generation-long vendetta. What if your word isn't enough to convince the rest of the street? Mrs. Clifton isn't exactly a strong witness. You eye the photo album Mrs. Clifton was showing you earlier, thinking of the photo of the pre-op SADIE-ANNE with Mr. Hotchmitch. I mean, I have to have the evidence. You know, at this point, they rather take, you know, people these days. I don't know, but then again, if all you got is your word, and you standing on it, then I would believe it. I totally agree with that. Memories are meant to be shared after all, regardless of what it is. She hands you the photo album and you take it gently. Thanks for the tea, the cupcakes, and the talk, Mrs. Clifton. You helped more than you know. Do come by again, both of you. I know I will. She seemed like a sweet lady. Enjoy the rest of your day, Mrs. Clifton. Mrs. Clifton raised merrily as you and Tyler leave. You rush home as soon as you're out of the nursing home, but you arrive to find a crowd of neighbors on your front lawn, headed by Sadie. Alex, so lovely of you to join us. It is lovely, isn't it? And I'm glad you gathered everyone here, because I have something important to say. Everyone, SADIE-ANNE Higgins grew up downstreet. In fact, she lived downstreet until she married Mr. Hoshmich. That can't be true. Oh, it's true, all right. May I direct your attention to Exhibit A. You open Mrs. Clifton photo album to the picture of SADIE-ANNE and Mr. Hoshmich and neighbors gasp. Came with receipts, the bone carrier. That's her. That's Sadie. She doesn't even look like the same person. No. She looks like a hillbilly. Damn, they really calling her out. I didn't think she looked that different. I mean, I just always saw, they said she either got a whole face change, but I just noticed the hair color change. Cause I know I can't change, especially I don't know. Bitch, when it comes to my face, I ain't gonna let nobody touch my face unless I get it done properly. So if anybody's saying I got some damn surgery, bitch. If they saying I got some damn surgery, where? Only thing that I did was fucking physical exercise and lost weight and changed my mindset. My nose is still big and African. My lips is still fucking plump. I don't have to go get lip injections just to make it more bigger. God damn. Y'all just be mad that I fucking goddamn see and say this shit. I don't need to see him be approved. I'm already being approved. Upstreet is flipping horror through photos of a pre-op SADIE-ANNE in her more humble days. Running through fire hydrant water, eating a popsicle at the fair. Feeling victorious, you shoot Sadie a smirk, only to falter when Sadie shoots you a smug look of her own. What she got? Let me see what she got, bitch. I'll admit it. I used to live in the flatlands with your trash alley and your minivans and your potholes, and I gladly left it all behind. But being ashamed of one's past doesn't make one a murderer, though one good motive for murder is getting rid of the woman who wanted to tear down your house. Isn't that right, Alex? I know she ain't talking. How I'm gonna get rid of the? She sounds stupid. Really stupid. How I'm gonna get rid of her when I just came into the neighborhood? I was in a different city, a different state. How the fuck I gonna sit here and fucking get think about some bitch I don't even know? That's some weird shit. There's some bitches out here be doing some shit like that, and it's like, bitch, like what did she say? What did Cardi say? I got fucking condos living in that bitch. I got fucking galaxies and universes living in these bitches in bastards' heads. And I'm like, damn, bitch, you that water? Seriously, you were there when Valerie died? You were there when Valerie died. You full of lies, SADIE-ANNE. SADIE-ANNE. I'm gonna say SADIE-ANNE. SADIE-ANNE. You were there, and you literally saw me not kill her. Not visibly, but we all heard it was poison, and you had plenty of motive. I didn't even know she wanted to tear my house down then. I just thought she was being a snooty about this fixer-upper status. That clean conscience you claim to have might fool most people, but I see right through you, Alex. Girl, I'm gonna sit here and bring out that little black book and tell it all. Take how quickly you warmed up to Tyler. After all, excuse me. Leave Tyler out of this. I'm afraid I can't. Everyone knows the rumors about him, and it seems like it's calls to like, after all. The wife killer? I know Alex was warned about him, but he didn't seem bothered at all. You feel Tyler fidget beside you, and when you look, he has his head lowered, curly stung and feeling betrayed by his neighbors. Disgusting. Disgusting. All of you. How dare you, Sadie? You don't even believe that lie yourself. I'm gonna defend Tyler. Tyler's a wonderful person. He was the only one to give me an actual genuine welcome instead of your HOA games. Well, if you don't want us to focus on Tyler, shall we focus on you? You've been skulking around like some common crook since the day you move in. How do you explain all the trespassing and breaches of privacy? It's true. The other day I saw him sneaking behind Allison and Alicia's house. That's not related. You and I both saw Valerie die, Sadie. It's obvious I had nothing. I won't fall for your silver tongue any longer. I'll protect the neighborhood from the likes of you. Yeah, because she's saying because I'm black, you need to go back to the projects, ho. But yeah, she came from the same thing talking about humble beginnings. Girl, what humble beginnings you had? Because clearly, when you had humble beginnings, if I had humble beginnings, I appreciate my shit. You had humble beginnings, you still a bitch. Oh! As Sadie sheds a few crocodile tears and neighbors start looking sympathetic, she whips out a piece of paper. This document would have allowed the HOA to demolish Alex's house. It's already been signed by Valerie the morning of her death, no less. What? Let me see this. Now she knows she lying. Somebody forged that shit at this point. She snatched the paper from Sadie's hands. Signed documents. This isn't good. Yet your signature is missing, Alex. I wonder why. Because I never saw this. And if I did, I never would have signed it. Just admit it. You killed Valerie to stop her from executing this order. You, Alex Hernandez, are a murderer. She's weird. She's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. And at this point, it's like you doing all this because you trying to get rid of, you really trying to sit here and get rid of the whole like the projects because of your trauma. And you probably even had no trauma. You probably even had no trauma. You was just a wild child at the end of the damn day because why do all that? 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 Yeah, where is even your parents at? Clearly you don't talk to them. I ain't gonna believe that shit. I'm done. I'm done with this. She's a cuckoo for Cocoa Puff hoe.